Right, morning everybody, and welcome back to LUNDY'S Wild Camp Stroke Bushcraft. And as you can see, I'm back out in Harwood, heading off to the camp. I've never been there for about 4 weeks. Me and Rooney have been doing some different things, and I've been doing a solo camp as well. I'm not sure if Rooney's coming out today. He might come up for a few hours today, but he's not camping, so he's got things to do tomorrow. It's actually Sunday morning, the day the clocks went back. So I've been up since about 4:30, 5 o'clock. So I thought, what the heck? It's going to get dark at about 4 o'clock this afternoon. So I'll get up nice and early, go and check and make sure our camp's still there. Fingers crossed. And yeah. So now as I pulled up, I bumped into this chap. This is Craig. And he's just out for a day walk. So I'm just walking along for a bit with him. And it's his first time up in Harwood. He's got a canny 11-mile route planned to do today, so good luck with that, mate. You've got some nice weather for it and anyway. So he's not subscribed yet, but he will be by the end of the day hopefully. But he does watch Damien, so he did recognise us when I've been out camping with Damien. So anyway, I'm going to stop me waffling and I'll see yous when I get to camp. And fingers crossed it's still there. It should be, because it was well cammed up the last time. So anyway, waffle, see you later. Right, well, hi everybody, that's me at camp now. So that was a canny little walk in. I was very comfy with the Bergen, but the only problem is I'm at camp, but is it still standing? It's been 4 weeks since I've last been here, and the answer to that is no, it's not. It's been found. So there's camp. As you can see, it's all been sliced and diced. All the cam nets, everything that was man-made has been taken away. So we knew it was going to happen. It's just part of the game of building a camp in an area which doesn't belong to you and you don't have permission. But what I found comical, and I think it's quite funny actually. The tabletops, the lads who have come up and took it apart, like, I hope you enjoy taking it apart, and you've got some nice cam nets and bits and pieces, like, but if you're watching this, I like your sense of humour. So they put little smiley faces on the tops of our tables, and yeah, I had a little sniggle, like a bit of a laugh at that myself, like off camera. But yeah, everything's gone. Like, I'll tell you what though, there's plenty of firewood. There's enough firewood here to last a couple of months, like. So I'm still going to camp in the area. I'm up here. I've brought tarp. I brought an airbed and everything. Every time I haven't been for a while, I always bring extra kit. And I've now been here for 4 weeks because we've been up to Scotland and I've done local camps and things like that. And like I said, I've said it a few times now, if our camp gets found, because a lot of people have said, you're putting a lot of hard work into that, what happens if it gets found, it gets taken down? That's just part of the parcel. But I've learned a few extra skills along the way for different ways of building stuff. And yeah, I've really enjoyed building it. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to stay here and anyway. As you can see, they've took the fireplace apart a little bit, but I'll just re-amend that. And what I'm happy with is my hammer's still there. It's a bit dirty, but I'll clean it up. That'll help us to split all this wood up, because I'm going to have a bloody good fire tonight. So I'm thinking, I like that area there, and anyway, it's nice and flat. So what I'll do is, I'm just going to get myself some fluids, and then I'm going to start clearing all this area here. I'm going to see if there's enough, if they've left any big long bits of wood to make a bed with. I don't think they have, but if they haven't, it's not a problem. We're due some rain this afternoon. It's now 4:30. Obviously I've been on the phone to Rooney letting them know the news. We were looking at moving on and trying to find somewhere else, and anyway after winter, because we didn't expect this to last, to be quite honest. It's in quite an easy area to find. If anybody knows Harwood, actually I'm not going to say where it is, because we're going to come here a couple of times and anyway, just to use the wood to use for fires, because it's already prepped. It's just a little bit damp. And yeah, so if I get any visitors, or if anybody the day, then I'll get some visitors, but I doubt it very much. Like, yeah, it's just part of the parcel. Obviously there's a lot of people that are like coming into Harwood now and doing videos, and there was a certain gentleman that come in with his family on a walk around Harwood, and he walked right up to our camp, showed the way into it and everything. Now, I'm not saying that it's his fault. If you come across somebody's camp, they didn't show the way into it. That's why I never video walking all the way into my camps, because I learned the hard way a few years ago. The more information you get about on your video about where your camp is, the easier someone's going to find it and destroy it. Because there's a lot of people out there who just want to destroy things, but obviously this has been done by the Forest Commission, and it's, like I said, it's part of the game. Let's go and find somewhere else to camp. I'll be doing different things for the next couple of months, and if we come across a location, then I'll start building something else. I will not be defeated. It's all a learning curve, and it's all about doing things different. What's that there? Oh, it's just a bit of tree. Right, now wait, I've waffled on loads. It is what it is. I'm going to clear an area. I'm going to get a tarp and that set up, and I'm going to enjoy a night out. Celebrate the camp and the times that we had here. See you later. Okay then, that's me just making some plans in my head of what I want to do. So I've just put a hat on, my jacket on, because I started getting a little bit cold standing around. I've been talking to the wife, and I've been talking to Rooney as well, just about my situation and where I am and blah blah blah. So anyway, what I've done is I've got a DD super light tarp with us. I'm really glad I brought it, because I nearly didn't. But I've just had it in my head that I had to bring this for some reason, and I know why, because camp's gone. But I've just set that up in a big open tarp, just so I've got some cover. There is some rain due this afternoon, so I'll just leave all my kit under there, and then I've got a place to escape to if it rains. But what I am going to do, I'm still going to sleep in the same area where I had my shelter. But all I'm going to do is, obviously we've got the fire area there, so I need to clear that a bit. And as you can see, they've still got the posts in where my bed was. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to clear all this area down here and make a barrier with the wood all the way around, some sort of a wall if I can, and set my tarp up and have a low shelter. And that should be it really. And just enjoy myself, enjoy the night. So anyway, before I go into waffle mode, I need to get some graft done. Rain's due this afternoon, and I want to be set up before that starts, hopefully. So let's get cracking. Right. I've done a little bit of a time lapse, but most of the work's been done off camera. All I've been doing is I've been sourcing through all the wood and getting the best bits that I can find. So first of all, I found a lot here that's got like spikes on the end, so I can use them for pins for putting in the wood that I need. And then I found all the biggest, fattest logs I can find, and the longest ones I can find as well. And then the same with the thinner logs. I've got a pile there as well. So hopefully I've got enough to make something with. And what I'm going to do is, obviously you can still see the bottom layer. They've even cut through the bottom layers as well, like, but I've just left them in place. All right, because they're not moving anywhere. They've cut through most of the pegs as well. And yeah, so what I'm going to do is, see this log here, I'm just going to keep on building up that wall first. I'll put some pins in, keep them in, and then start building the back wall up like so. And that side wall, I get it to about knee height. That should be high enough, and just to give us a bit of a barrier from the wind coming from that direction really. And then I'll try and get myself a couple of posts to dig into the ground, and then I'll get my tarp up. I need to clear the floor as well, but I'll do that last. I'll get the perimeter done first before all these bits. I'll put it on a time lapse, see how it works, and if it works out okay, then I'll leave you there. But if not, then it'll be a case of just get the work done really. But yeah, come back to my camp, it's all knocked down, and I start rebuilding. That's positive attitude for you, ladies and gentlemen. Positive. What you see is what you get on LUNDY'S Wild Camp Bushcraft. It's no point in being defeated. because, you know, we'll live to fight another day. And there's loads of wood here, so I'm going to build a little perimeter there, put a tarp up, get the ground sorted out, make my bed up, and just enjoy myself. I might have a fire all day and all night. So what time we got now? It's only 20 to 11. So I've got bags of time. Well, I've got about 5 hours until it starts getting dark. I think it gets dark about half 4, half 5ish now, because of the clocks going back a bit. So it'll be a long night. So I've got plenty of wood to burn anyway. It's a bit damp because it's been pouring down with rain for the last couple of weeks. So I don't know how long this has been cut down for. That's the only thing. All right, so fingers crossed I can find some dry wood to get the fire going. But I've got absolutely tons of firelight as well as this week, because I brought supplies up for camp. But anyway, enough waffling. Let's get some graft on it. Well, as you can see, my new little base camp's starting to take shape. It's a bit hitty missy, mix and matchy. I've got pegs everywhere keeping this wall up. So as you can see, that's about the right height. That's all I need. All right, possibly get another log if possible all the way along there, but I'd have to hire a few more pegs in again just to get it raised up a bit. I need another one at that back bit, and then I just need to build that section. I've used some of the longer poles for there, and yeah, that's worked out a bit better. But what I've done here is I've put 2 thin poles on the top of the last fat pole, and then what will happen is that'll act as like a vise type thing. Is that what I'm meaning? And anyway, I'll be able to lie another log on top of there and it won't roll off. So I'm going to try and get this next bit done, hire a couple of more pins in, find some of these fatter logs that are going to fit in it. It might not be totally blocked, but it's going to be better than out. And that should be that bit done. And then all I need to do is just secure all the pegs and things, make sure nothing falls down on us during the night. And it should be plain sailing from there. And then I've just got to think about getting my tarp up. So time now at 11:05. So I've just been taking my time, stopping, having drinks and that. It's actually getting quite mild. I'm quite sweaty now with working, but I'm just glad I've got this top on. This shirt works a treat. Like, it keeps you warm, keeps you dry, but if you get sweaty, it just dries dead quick. Anyway, enough waffle. Once I'm finished doing the walls, then I'm going to sort the area out. But if there's enough bits cut to the right length, to just put 2 bars across on 2 poles, 2 bars across, and then loads of little slats, that'll be even better. Like, so I think I can salvage a few. I've got a few over here that I've put aside. It's not going to be the widest bed, but we'll just wing it, see how it goes. Like, it's all about an adventure, isn't it? And I've come across a pile of wood in the forest, so I'm going to utilise it. Oh, that's right, it was my camp, wasn't it? Yeah. I really enjoyed building it, by the way, and I learned a lot of things off it. And like I said earlier, it's all about taking that risk, coming out and enjoying it. I could sit at home and think about it day in, day out, and about coming out and doing builds and thinking, oh well, it's gonna get taken down, so what's the point? No, there is a point to it. It's all about coming out, enjoying yourself, getting out into the countryside. It's all dead standing trees or fallen trees that we've used. I've never cut any live trees down. Yes, I haven't got permission to be here. Some people frown upon that. I look at it as a challenge. All right. Now, I've had loads of camps in the past, and as you know, the last one that we had, I took apart myself because the area became dangerous. The camp before that, it got found by the Forestry Commission, and the same thing happened. They got taken down and dispersed of. This one's happened. And I'm sure the next one will, and the one after that, and the one after that, and the one after that, until I'm too old where I don't want to come out anymore. All right, or if I just decide I want to go tent camping for the rest of my life when I'm older, instead of coming out into the woods and grafting all day. It's just one of them things. You can either be the person that sits on the couch and moans about things getting done to your camp, or you can be the person that gets your arse off that couch, comes out and gives it a go. It's great for your head, it's great for your mind, all right? If you let it get to you when a camp gets destroyed, then you're just making it hard for yourself. Just come out and I learn new things every time I build something. And if it gets destroyed, I'll use them new things I've learned on my next build and learn other things on the way, and the builds get better and better and better. Well, I think they're doing anyway. Anyway, enough waffling. Get your horses off the couch, get yourself a pack on your back, and get out into the woods and enjoy yourselves, all right? Happy days. Okay then, so as you would have seen on the time lapse, I'll put me tarp up, but I wasn't happy with it, so off camera I've took it off and I've put it up a different way. I've just got to watch my footing because I'm filing all of these bits of wood. I need to make a safe area, but as you can see, it's starting to get a bit darker. But here is the tarp, and as you can see, I can practically stand up underneath it. Okay, I'm just going to put the light on. There you go. I'm just crouching down slightly, so it's high enough for us to muck around in. All right, and I just need to work out how I'm going to get my bed. But there you go. I'll just walk around the outer side so you can see it without tripping over anything. I'm just trying to get. I tell you what, like they didn't make a tidy job when they put things on the ground, like did they when they cut this up. My little robin is flying all over the place. It come right down next to us before. But there you go. What I've done is I've tied the edge of it right on the top of the wall. Obviously there's gaps, but I'm not really bothered about that. And it's given us plenty of coverage. And as you can see from there, it comes a bit close to where our fire pit used to be. Closer, a lot closer actually. But I'm not bothered about that because I can easily move the fire pit a little bit further up. Just pile loads of rocks and have the fire on top of the rocks like we did in the ditch. Sorry. But that's it. Now I just need to concentrate on getting me sleeping arrangements sorted, because obviously the ground's soaking wet there now. And well, that's me finally set up. All I've got to do now is the fireplace and process a little bit of wood that's already chopped up and ready. So let's have a look and see what the setup is for tonight. So I'll just place you down here and hopefully that's nice and straight. So as you can see, here's the bed. It's a nice height, it's nice and comfy, it's got a nice spring in it as well. My legs are nice and straight. So it's going to be happy days sitting on here tonight. So on this here, I've got the German ground sheet on the bottom. Then I've got my canvas stretcher bed on the top, just as an extra layer protection. And then I've got my Thermarest Z-Lite mat, I think it's called. I'm 100% on that. Underneath that, on top of that, sorry, I've got my thermostat sleeping mat, Snug Pack Special Forces bivvy bag, and then say there I've got me OEX Leviathan 900, and then me Trekology pillow with Thermarest cover on it. That's the setup for tonight. But because the bed's slightly wide enough, I can push me sleeping stuff to the back and then just sit on this little mat here, and it's way comfy enough for me. Like, it's got a nice spring in it as well. So yeah, so I've got my Bergen over to my right hand side, just to grab bits and pieces out of, and then I've got my lantern there. I need to get once I've sorted out the area, what I want to do is I'm going to just leave all the wood on the right hand side where it is. All the stuff on the left hand side, I'm going to tidy it all up and make it so it's safe, and in front of the fire area as well, because I'm tripping over stuff left, right and centre. Once I've got all the wood sorted out, sliced and diced and everything, then I'll be concentrating on doing the fire area. Obviously the fire is practically underneath my tarp, so I need to just get all the rocks out, move them to one side, and then reposition the fire, because obviously it's all been dug up and everything and unearthed. So that's the next plans. Okay then, so as you can see, the fireplace is done and it's looking quite sweet, that like. So what I done was I cut it back a little bit, as you've seen on the camera, got rid of all the roots down to the soil, because there's loads of soil underneath this, it's not loads of crap. And then all I've done is I've layered the whole thing with bricks, and yeah, that's going to be great. Now the big rock at the front here, I've turned that up the other way, and it's a lovely flat surface, that, so it'll be good for putting the pan on and that later on, and when I'm serving up, so it's a bit like a bit of a table. It's actually, I think I'm happy with the fire the way that is, like. So as you can see there, and I've just off camera, I've been chopping some wood. I've got a few more bits to chop, so some of that's lush and dry inside as well. And I've got some other bits down there that are possibly drier. Again, they don't look it, but I think they feel like it, like. But I'm going to just split all them right down to tiny little bits and pieces. And then these are the bits I'm going to be burning the night. As I get the fire going, what I'll do is I'll just start strategically placing all the logs around the fire, just to get them to warm up and dry. Right, good evening everybody. Well, it's about 4:30 in the afternoon, and as you can see, it's getting dark already. So I'm just finishing off splitting up some bits of wood. I'm not going to do any feather sticks. I've done a few shavings. I've got them in my pocket here, just keeping them dry. I'm just getting some nice little thin bits. Some of it's a bit damp, some of it's dry, so we should be okay. And then I've been splitting loads of wood up. That's down on the side there on the floor. And yeah, feeling a bit parched as well, like, so I think I'm going to have a drink early tonight. So it feels dead early, but it's pitch black in here. It's still light outside, I think, but 4:30, man, and it's dark in the woods already. So anyway, I've got enough bits of wood there, so I've got absolutely tons and tons of it. I've got about the same amount on the floor again, like, so I've just been sitting chilling out doing them, and I've got a nice bit of long wood here, and I've been just getting some shavings off it, like, so just to help with the fire starting. I'm not sure if I'm going to do the shavings and the ferro rod, or just go for one of my normal fire lighters. I'll get them out anyway. Might as well try and give the ferro rod a bit of a try, yeah, I suppose. Why not? This stuff here is quite dry, like, so I'm just getting shavings. And we'll see if that works. And yeah, get the fire going. It's not as if I haven't got plenty of wood to burn the night there. It'll just get knackered and anyway lying around, so I might as well enjoy myself and have a nice long fire tonight. I've done a couple of little adjustments as well. I'll just quickly show you, and then I'll finish that off, and then we'll get the fire started. But yeah, you follow me. So basically, I've put a little pot hanger up, and what I've done is the seat that Rooney made us. Oh, my bird's just got us fright. the seat that Rooney made as the backrest, I've dug that into the ground, put a little post up against it to keep it there, and there I've used that as a bit of a windbreak, but also to dry wood out. So, and then my pot hanging there. It's a little bit high, like I might add a little bit of cordage onto it. We'll see how it goes, like. So it's just up there for show at the minute, because inside of there, sorry, I'm trying to do everything with 2 hands full of stuff, and my stand for the light isn't the best, like. Tell you what, let's put that on that flat rock, that's better. Yeah, so inside of there, I've got my pasta on the top. It's still in the bags, so I'll be taking them off there now. It's just for show, really, because you know, it's just one of them things. But you can see how dark it is away from all the light already, you know. So, but yeah, I'm happy with this fireplace. Like, it's looking really good and fine and dandy. So I'll finish off doing the little bits of wood, and then I'll see you later. Right, everybody, it's 20 to 5. It's pitch black now inside the woods. It's got a little bit light left outside of the woods, like, but I'm going to get the fire going anyway. I'm going to use this. This is another ferrocerium rod that I've received from Forest Fundamentals. It's got a nice little a little chunky one with a handle on. All right, and it comes with a little block of fat wood. I can smell fat wood on it. I think it's fat wood anyway. It smells like it, and it's got a nice scraper, and it's got a bottle opener and everything on it, and a little spanner thing, I think, or something like that, and a little clip. So what we're going to do is, I'm just going to move this bit of wood from out of there, and I'm going to scrape some stuff onto there. See if we can get it going with this stuff. I'm not sure if it is. Is it fat wood? It's not scraping very well with that, like. I'll just get my knife a second. Right, sorry about that. I'm just trying to kneel on this bit of wood on my pads, because it is clotty as hell down there. Right, let's see if we can get some of this wood off onto there. I'm just using the back of the knife, try and get as much off as possible. Without cutting my hand, like. Right, you can see the texture in it now, like. Right, so I've got, like I said in the last video, I've got a few things sent from Forest Fundamentals, and very, very kind of them. Very kind of them indeed. So we've got a nice little helping of fat wood there. I think that should be enough. Let's put my knife away. Right, I'm going to just leave that wood there actually. So I've got a little bit of thin sticks, and then I've got some shavings there as well. Okay, so now for the scraper and the ferrocerium rod. And as you can see, it throws out some nice sparks, that. So just got to get one to land on them shavings. Oh, nearly. There you go. So that's the fat wood gone. That's a light. So we'll put that down there. And I'm just going to hold these shavings over the top. Fingers crossed these go. I'm just keeping a hold of them at the minute. That's it. That's them a light. I think so anyway. Just let them go. I think the camera's picking this up. I hope so. But aye, that's the fire going there. Now I'm just going to get some of these sticks, just laying them across. And you hear that little snap, crackle and pop. It's a lovely sound, that. And hopefully that wood's going to catch. It did feel a little bit damp in parts like, but it should work. There we go, you hear it going there. Lovely, jobly. Yeah, that was better, wasn't it? Best bit of fire lighting I've done so far for a while, like. I seem to struggle a bit with the fires, but that one's got there, like. So yeah, tiny little bit of kit that. I'm liking that one as well as the other one we got. So there you go. Just move yours around a bit. There we go, the fire's going. Just got to keep it going now. Get that nice little thin bit on. Get the rest of them shavings. Not many of them, like, but every little helps. Come on, wood, keep burning. Just trying to find all my little thin bits first. And here we're trying to go. Try and see if there's some more little shavings down the back here. Oh, looks like we might not need them shavings. Looks like the fire's taking hold there. Let's get them shavings on. There we're gone. That's better. I must start building these bits up along the sides. Make it sort of like a pyramid. So just put them on the top there now. That's all my little bits there, look. Yeah, that's going a treat. Happy days indeed. Well, that worked better, didn't it? There you go, a bit of light on. Alright, so that's the fire going there nicely. But yeah, where's that ferrocerium rod? So yeah, that's it there. So you got the little chock of wood, fat wood. That's the ferrocerium rod there. Work to treat that like. Bit of cordage, scraper. So once again, Forest Fundamentals, thank you very much for sending them out. It's really, really appreciated. I'm liking using your ferro rods at the minute. They work a treat like, and so does me fire. Happy days. Right, well, as I said, it's now 10 to 5. I'm going to pour my first Jack Daniels. I've only got 2, and I've got a bit swell like. So I'm just going to sit and relax and enjoy the Baileys. And I'll bring this back when I get ready to start cooking some food. Not that it's cooking, it's more like heating it really. Oops, sorry about that, I've just hit the bottom of the thing. Right, and anyway, I'm going into waffle mode. I'm going to do one, and I'll see you in a bit. Well, as you can see, the fire's going a treat. I've got some wood all around it now, getting dried out. As soon as the wood catches fire, it'll get moved into the centre. And yeah, it's banging out some nice bit of heat now, like. So But I've added some extra bits of wood over to the back there, and yeah, it started to rain. Not heavy yet, but it's raining, so I'm glad I'm off the ground. And yeah, so here I am, sitting chilling. Let's put my camera down. So I've been sitting and listening to some music on Spotify through the speaker, the lantern that I got, midwif camping lantern. I'll have a quick picture of it up on the screen. And yeah, I've been listening to Rag and Bone Man on Spotify, and it's absolutely fantastic music. I love his music. I just don't listen to it much. But anyway, Jack Daniels and Coke, halfway through my first one, so cheers everybody. Thank you for clicking onto the video, and if you've got this far, thank you very much. So, what's your thoughts on the shelter, the camp going? Let us know in the comments what you think. Do you think I should go out and build something somewhere else straight away, or just adventure around for a bit, do a bit of hammock camping, bit of ground dwelling? Main room, you're thinking about doing some bike camping as well around Harwood, get around quicker, go lightweight, minimum kit. And yeah, I don't know how Rooney's going to go minimum kit, like, because he likes his Stella. Where it's easy for me, I just bring a couple of Jack Daniels and a couple of cans of Coke, and it's sweet as a nut, like. But yeah, as well as I'm sitting here, all I'm doing is I'm chopping up little bits of wood as I go, listening to some music, chilling out. I'm going to get some spaghetti bolognese on the go soon, and because I'm feeling quite hungry. And I'm feeling quite tired actually. I've been up since about 4:30 this morning, so basically it would have been 5:30. I think it was just the excitement of coming out camping again. But yeah, I'm really liking this little setup I've got. And I think if I do camps in the future, I think I might just do this type of setup. A quick 3 walls, a bed, and a tarp. It's easy, isn't it? Building massive shelters and wood storage areas and everything is just, it's hard work, and it takes a long time. I do enjoy it though. I do enjoy it, so never say never. All right, but anyway, I'm going to chill out for a couple of hours, listen to some more tunes, have a drink.
Sure you never meant to be so cruel. You lit a fire under my feet. Self-made.
Look at this fire go. It's amazing when you've got loads of wood in it. But anyway, I've got loads of big logs on there now, and all like tiers, and I've put a little bit of crappy bit of bush off the hedges I made, and it is just burning a treat. Like it, the heat is fantastic. So I've got loads of other bits on the sides again, front and everything, just drying out. Got my gloves at the back, they'll be nice and dry later on. Oh, but here's the camp here, look, with a fire on. I don't know if you can see the camp actually. You kind of, it's a bit dark, isn't it? So anyway, probably need a decent light on for that. There you go. Quickly picked up my light. But there's my camp for the night. It's absolutely fantastic. I'm really enjoying it. So, well then, it's 7:30. I've had the pan on the fire for a bit, and my pasta is ready to rock and roll like. So next thing I need to do is just give it a quick taste test. I've took the water out so it looks nice and swollen. So that's perfect. I love pasta, me. Sprinkle some salt and pepper on. I could eat it like that, me, like. But what we're going to do is, I've got 2 helpings of spaghetti bolognese here, homemade, obviously, because it's in a sealed bag. And what I'm going to do is, I'm going to attempt to pour it into this pot without spilling any. and then I'm going to mix it. So basically what I've done was I made this at home. It's got proper mince in it. It's got garlic, it's got ginger, it's got chili flakes in it. It's got onions, peppers, mushrooms, everything you could think of. That is going to be a massive portion. That's the whole pan, just about full. So I'm just going to mix this in with the pasta, and then we'll get it back on the stove, on the fire. And then when it's ready to eat, it's going to be finger licking good. Oh, it smells lush and all like. But yeah, I'm not sure if you can see it, but that's it there. It's got loads of goodness in it, like. And I'm looking forward to eating this. So, let's take the spoon off and put that on my plate. I've got some nice bit of salt there to put in afterwards when I've got it served up. So, let's get it put on the fire. We've got this hangy pot thing here that I've put up. It's just a branch with a little cut off. I'm just going to put that on there. The heat off the fire is absolutely unbelievable, like. So all I'm going to do is nice and high away, so it'll heat nice and softly, nice and slowly, sorry. And I'm not going to put any more wood on the fire just for now. But as you can see, the fire is amazing, like. Let's move around the other side where the smoke isn't going. But yeah, the fire is burning absolutely fantastic. This is one of the best fires I've had since I've been here, like. Sorry Rooney, like, but it is. So, but yeah, pan's nice and high up, so it'll be a nice slow cook. And I'll check it in about 10 minutes time and give it a good stir, make sure the bottom doesn't get burnt. And that's it really. Right, well, it's definitely time to get the food off the fire. So I'm just going to take it off here. The fire is raging now, like. And, oh yeah, bugger, that's warm. Now I'm just going to move this out of the way. That'll probably get burnt later on. Because I won't need it. I'm just going to take this, put this on my table. And anyway, here we go. So I've got a nice little bit of salt there. Let's take the lid off there. Oh, that was a silly mistake, wasn't it? Picking it up with bare hand. Let's make sure I've got no crap on my plate. And we'll get this poured out. There's absolutely tons in here, like. But I'm sure I'll eat it. Oh, look at all this. I did have 2 portions in there, like. There's a little bit stuck on the bottom. I'm not bothered about that, like, because I'll leave it in there. And I'll scrape it off later. There's a canny bit of food here, like. The pasta swelled up more than what I was expecting. But there's still 2 portions of spaghetti bolognese, like mince and sauce and all that bits and pieces, like. Let's have a look at this food. That is enough there for at least 2 people. But I'm going to enjoy this. Just took me top out of the way. I know it's nice, like, because I made it and I enjoyed it when I was at home. Yeah. Oh, it's lovely, that, like. Bit too much pasta, like. I spoiled it a little bit with the pasta. But it's all filling. I'm just going to get my salt. Just get all the bits of shite off it. I'm not sure if this salt's damp or not, like, but it's a little bit damp. There we go. Happy days. Right, well, I'm going to eat this and I'm going to chill out for the rest of the night. And I might see you later, I might not. If I don't, I'll see you in the morning. I'll let you know how the night went. It's still young. It's only about 8 o'clock. But, oh, lovely that. Absolutely lovely. Nice, easy, homemade meal, brought into the woods. Finger licking good. I'm going to enjoy eating that. Getting all posh now, look at bringing the plate out instead of just eating out the pan. But anyway, if I don't see you later, I'll see you in the morning. Well, time to get me water off the fire. I'm going to be having myself a nice Bailey's and hot chocolate. So that's happy days, like happy days indeed. Yeah, so it's about 10:30, 11:15. So it's time for a brew. Last drink of the night. And then I'm going to retire to my sleeping bag. The fire is raging. It's absolutely brilliant. Oh, look at that. It's a nice full cup. That was well measured. That, like, happy days. Just put my lid on there. Stop any crap getting in it. I love a Bailey's and hot chocolate, especially before bed. This is a nice full cup. So I'll probably need about 2 peas through the night after drinking this. I feel really tired actually. It's been a long day. I've been up since about 4:30, 4:45 this morning. Obviously the clocks went back as well, like, so. But yeah, can't beat a hot chocolate and Bailey's, like. Oh, you bugger, that's hot. Right, put that in my little plate. So yeah, really enjoyed my food. It didn't touch the sides, like. I know one thing I did forget, and that was some garlic breads I had in the fridge. So I'm absolutely devastated I forgot them, because they would have went down a treat with it and all. But let's hope this isn't going to be a lip burner. Oh, lovely. Mint hot chocolate with Bailey's. Absolutely divine. I have had a really nice night. Really nice and relaxing, listening to some music. And anyway, this is definitely going to be the last bit of footage of the night. So I will see yous in the morning. Well, good morning. It's just after 7 o'clock in the morning, and yeah, I had a reasonable night. I woke up a couple of times, and I think it was my feet were hanging off the edge of the bed, but other than that, I was comfy enough, like. But when I did wake up about 3 o'clock this morning, the fire still had loads of embers glowing on it, and it was dead eerie in here last night, like. There was some bits of barking and going on and everything. So I lay awake for about half an hour, just listening to all the noises and things. It was absolutely pitch black though. And yeah, I woke up this morning, a bit of condensation inside my sleeping bag and bivvy bag. The outer side of my bag's a bit damp, so I've just got that hanging up at the moment. The fire's totally died out. It's practically incinerated, is that the right word? Well, it burned just about every single bit of wood that I put on there last night, and I put a canny bit on before I jumped my pit. So the fire worked really well last night, like, really well. So it's just a bed of ashes now. Right, well, there you go. That's me all packed up just about. I've just got my brew on the go now, and I'm going to make myself a couple of egg banjos just on the gas fire. So that's a nice big cup of tea, that. I'm going to get my frying pan on. Only got a tiny little bit of oil as well. So, get that heated up lovely. And I'm getting rid of my bin tea bag, which will go into my rubbish with my 2 cans of pop that I drank last night with me Jack Daniels. That doesn't take long to start burning that, like. I'll tell you what. Let's get the eggs in. Whoa. going to be a messy egg, that one, because it's a bit slanty, this. But it doesn't matter. There we go. Eggs on the go. Cup of tea on the go. Life's a dream, isn't it? That's a big mug, that. Yeah. So I had a cracking night last night. So didn't start off well, finding the shelters, gone, camp gone, but you've just got to make do with what you've got, haven't you? And that's exactly what I done last night, and I've enjoyed myself. It was a really good night, like. Oh, but yeah, I'm going to sit and have these, make sure I've got a few things put away. I'll leave them eggs for a little bit longer. I'm just going to break up. I think I might have too much heat on the eggs. Nah, they're not going as good as what my last ones did on the fire. It's just too intense, this heat, I think. More like a scrambled egg sandwich, I think. Yeah. Shocking. Right, well, there you go. And I've actually forgot to bring some ketchup as well, but I'll just put a little sprinkle of salt on. And a nice cup of tea. I've got another 2 to have. Oh, happy days, like, happy days indeed. Right, let's get rid of the burnt one first. I don't think there'll be any spectacular pictures of these ones today. Oh, but I've heard a lot of activity this morning. Obviously it's Monday morning now, so the Forestry Commission, I know they're doing a lot of work around the area. So there's a possibility that there could be nearish to here now. So hence why I haven't done an actual fire. Anyway, I'm going to sit and enjoy these, get the rest of the stuff packed away, get tidied up. So I'll end the video here now. I'm not going to be doing any more work around here anymore. There's no point. So thank you very much everybody for watching. It's really appreciated. I hope this video has been interesting to you. If it has and you've enjoyed it, please give it a like, comment and subscribe if you're not a subscriber. It does help the channel. And yeah, let's see what the future brings. I think I'll definitely come back here though, because there's plenty of firewood. I'm going to stand a lot of it upright so it's ready and it's less water getting sunk into it. And I'm just going to leave the camp that we have built it today, yesterday, leave the fireplace, the bed and everything up. I've got bits of wood still processed. I'm just going to shove that underneath the bed. And if it's here the next time I come, then happy days. If it's not, then I'll just do something different. I'll bring a hammock then out the next time I come, I think, and anyway. But yeah, thanks a lot everybody. All right, have a nice week, and I'll see you next Sunday. See you then. Well, there you go. That's camp all packed up and tidied up. I'm just leaving everything as it is. And also fire areas being doused with loads of water. Yeah, so I've left them a nice message just saying thanks for a nice smiley face. And there you go, bits of wood piled up in that. So once again everybody, Thanks a lot. I'll catch you on the next one.